Hey everybody, welcome back to my Unprocessed life. I'm headed to work this morning, and I'm 2 minutes earlier than I was yesterday. Yes, I'm still late, but I'm still 2 minutes earlier than I was yesterday, and I'm going to count that in my improvement model. I'm improving. We're working towards improvement, one of the two. So for dinner last night, I had some veggie sandwiches, and of course I already had my pound of greens, and it was a good night, all things considered. So this morning I got up and didn't have time to make my smoothies, so I'm not having smoothies today until tonight, and tonight I'm gonna have to get my pound of greens in. But the good news is I've been pretty good about getting my pound of greens in. So even if I have to do salad or smoothie, like I did a salad a few nights back, and I couldn't get the whole thing done. I got about 3/4 of that pound of spinach, or it was romaine, of greens in. I just couldn't finish it. So I had Stark Raving Raw go ahead and blend the rest of it for me, which is how I finished it up. So but that's the good news. I've been getting the greens in. I'm getting my greens on. I've been hanging with it for 13 days now, since the 1st of May. So not quite halfway through, but doing pretty well. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now, I haven't been able to stay raw, and when I was eating mostly raw foods, I was losing weight, and of course I gained that all back over the weekend, and I haven't really lost that back. I'm still sitting at about where I was to begin with everything, but I am feeling better, and so I'm going to take that as a positive from the whole experience, and just can kind of continue along with that. I know that I've got some corporate stuff coming up next week, and I've been toying with the idea in my brain about trying to get rid of like all the fat in my diet that I can. If you eat just even bananas and greens and so forth, you're still going to get fats in your diet. You're still going to have about 5% fat no matter what you eat, because there's natural fat that occurs in things. But I've been reading some things about some of the low-fat raw vegan folks who have wanted to really decrease their fat, and by doing it, they were able to flush a lot of things out of their system, especially parasites and things like that. Well, I'm not really sure where I fall on that spectrum as far as what I believe and what I don't believe. So I feel like the only way to really figure it out for myself is to try it out. I see if I decrease the fat to like 5%, where I'm eating nothing but like bananas and my pound of greens. See, that's the beautiful thing about this, is it won't affect my pound of greens a day. I can continue to eat my pound of greens a day and keep on my challenge and still have other things that I end up eating. So I was thinking that maybe after my corporate events next week, I should go ahead and try to do Banana Island for a month or so, and see what kind of effect that has. Now, in the past, when we've done those things, when we've tried to do low-fat raw vegan, it's had some interesting results in that while your body's getting adjusted to that style of eating and the low fat and so forth, it causes some really psychological changes, mostly where you hate everybody and you want to decapitate them, or maybe just kill them in a less painful way. I don't know, but it's you don't like anybody, and there may be a number of different reasons for that. That's not really kind of what this was about. I was just saying that I'm thinking that if I can kind of get through that initial hating everybody, then it might be okay on the other side of it. But I want to really see, because there's a lot of people that talk about how when they change their diet to the really low fat, that it kills off a lot of parasites, and I don't think we generally think about having parasites in our system, not ones that would not be good for us anyway. We know that there's lots of bacteria from the microbiome, and we know that that we're more parasite than we are human as far as the DNA goes. However, I'm not really sure about this, because I hear about, people that just change their diet, and it happens apparently a lot of them, that they end up passing rope worms and all these sorts of things and all these different parasites. And I'm thinking, really? I mean, I can see it, but I haven't experienced it for myself, so I'm not really sure where I come down on that, because you talk to medical professionals and they'll tell you, no, that's not really the case. So, what do you believe, what don't you believe, etc., etc., etc. So I guess I'm gonna have to just try to figure it out for myself, and the only way I can think to do that would be to attempt to drop the fat down and see if it actually happens. So that's the thought process. I know that the worst time to do something like that, change your diet up in a way that has a possibility to really jack with your social interactions, is when you've got a lot of social interactions coming up. And since I've got a lot of those next week, I'm not even going to think about it for next week. But I might think about it starting, next weekend, or maybe the weekend after, because those might be times where I could seclude myself away from everything else and work on it. So that's just the thing that's been going through my brain, so I thought I'd share it with you and let you kind of know where my thought process is with that. It will also have other benefits, because it will be all raw. It'll be mostly bananas and greens. I will lose some weight, like I want to. So there are some added benefits to it. The flip side is that I want to kill everybody for a while, and it'll be hard to stay away from the food I'm addicted to. So those are the challenges and the pros and the cons, etc., etc. So, all right, if you want to see pictures of everything I eat in a day that I don't forget to post, go over to my Instagram site. That's myunprocessed.life. You can check out everything there. And if you want to leave some comments, I will do my best to respond to them in a timely manner. Sometimes it goes a couple days before I'm able to get there. If you like the videos I make sure you give them a thumbs up. Oh man, make sure you give them a thumbs up. Give me some Google love. If you want to know when new videos come out, subscribe. I have new videos that come out usually every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes more, sometimes less. So if you want to know, that's what you do. And let's see. If you want to contact me, feel free to do that. You can do that by emailing me at myunprocessedlife@gmail.com. As always, thank you for spending time with me. I really do appreciate it. It's not really a gimmick or anything like that. I just wanted to say thanks. I think it's awesome. It makes me feel happy. I enjoy the time I get to spend with you. So thank you for spending your time with me. I know you could be spending it anywhere else. There are lots of other places to go and entertainment to see. So the fact that you spend it with me is just very humbling. So thank you for that. And then I'll talk to you this afternoon when I get back from work, or I'm on my way home. Until then, you guys have a really great day, and I'll see you soon on My Unprocessed Life.